a member of the South Asian community as its mayor is something that will be in the annals forever, and we cannot lose this opportunity. We need to make sure we got the right person at the right time as Edison continues to embark upon being the crossroads of not only Middlesex, but certainly the state. His intellect, his acumen, his experience, he too is young, but let me tell you, he knows what he's doing. And I've seen this before. I've worked for a young mayor who then went on to be governor. Don't get ahead of yourself, my friend. But let me tell you this. Their work ethic, their understanding of the issues, and their understanding of the right moment at the right time. And that's why we have become so immersed in his campaign and making sure that we at the county level gets to where he needs to be. And I'll end on this, gentlemen, by which we can elect Sam Joshi as the next mayor of Edison. All of you, thank you very much.
I'm very proud and happy that this time we are going to have Asian American Mayor, Mr. Sam Joshi. Thank you very much. Sam, I'm proud of you. I know you for the last 15 years. You have a human heart. You are a thorough gentleman and you listen to everybody, and I'm sure you will take care of everybody. And I wish you best of luck and God bless you. Thank you very much.
So Sam and we go a long way together. I don't want to tell the history and bore everyone here. So I'm going to be very short and sweet. As a community, it is our moral responsibility, duty to elect Sam Joshi as a mayor. He is going to be the first Asian American mayor in Edison, and that's the biggest proud moment for all of us.
Privileged to run with Sam 4 years ago, and his energy, his passion, just is never fainting. Got to see him on council. We didn't always agree, but that's what politics is. Not just in Edison, but everywhere, right? I mean, you just don't agree. And you don't want to elect people that always agree, because that's not what democracy is all about. So I would never, ever have willingly stepped aside unless I was confident in the person that I believed was going to take my place, and that person is Sam Joshi. So nobody should have any doubt that he is the right person right now to lead Edison into its next phase, whatever that is. Support Sam, because this will be historic, and I definitely have to be there next Halloween, so you got to do me that favor. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Sam since he was in high school. I remember going over your parents' house in the basement to various things, and we've been joking back and forth. Learn from that, and I know you will. And the most important thing of all, as Mayor Lanke just said, is don't confuse the message with the messenger. Sometimes people you can't stand are saying something that you should listen to. And that's very, very important. And your biggest job, and I know you will do it, Edison Township is the model of what a community should be. Think about it. If a house is up for sale, it's sold about a minute and a half. Everybody wants to live here. Great schools, great leadership, inclusive, diverse, all the rest. Bring that unity to public office, and you will be a great mayor. I am proud of you, and I know you'll do a great job.
This is going to set history in New Jersey, and especially Edison, as Sam Joshi as being the first Asian American mayor in Edison, New Jersey. And we, all of us, collectively, have to make sure that this happens, not by a little margin, but by a large margin, like we did in the primary, right? So as legislators, as the governor, we are going to have your back and your council's back in Edison to make it the best town, city, and the state of New Jersey. Thank you, and let's make sure November 2nd is the big turnout.
This is a new generation. We have to stand up with it. Here, it's not him, or it's not me, but it's you or I. It's we. So let's all want to, just become one together. Let's help him. And, he's going to represent, take us to the next generation, not only us, to the Main Street American life in the Edison. May God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you, guys.
Of all the people, I've worked with Sam This is going on my second year working with Sam. And the good part about him, he's not a rubber stamp. Everybody says he's young. The only reason why they say he's young because they're also old. So they think that, so that's what makes him think that he's younger than what he is. And as you know, this community helped me become the first councilwoman, the first African-American councilwoman in Edison in 2012. Because New Jersey is a state, we're like high in education, we got a lot of good things going on. And we don't want to lose anything. So from top to bottom, I tell everybody, start from Murphy all the way down to the end, right, Pointer? All the way down to the end. Don't leave off any of them. And that's what we all need to do. I'm serious now. Make sure you get everybody out to vote, because some people just think it's an easy thing, but it's not. Like he told you before, this is like the first time in a good while that we're going to be able to get a governor. And what I like about it is our governor supports Sam, so that works out good for us. Thank you.
Sam is here. I think what we need to do, not a big speeches. We need his support. We need to knock doors. We need to collect funds. We need to gather as many votes we can get it. You can call today when you get out of here, you make sure you call at least 50 people during this next 30 days. That will make it happen. It will happen with your support, but your funds and your going out knocking doors, that will play an important role. And we want to see you next mayor, and I promise you, from Asian community, the Pakistani community, the Muslim community, they will all come out and support you. Thank you.
I reached out to people to come and support us, and none of my friends said no to me, and they're all here. That's because they believe in Sam. And what is very exciting for me is a young person of an Asian background coming, and I have very high hopes because it is a generation gap. So this is kind of the bridge for us. When a young person is leading and guiding, and all of the senior people are here to help you. So we all have a hope from you. And definitely I would, promise, come over, we'll walk, we'll do whatever we can to get the people to vote you. And thank you very much. I cannot forget Mayor Don Lange. Always there for us, always guiding, leader in the leadership role with a true leadership. Whenever we want to reach out to him, he's there for us. And we all expect the same from you, Sam. Once you're the mayor, we expect you to be there for us when we need you. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
So I request everyone to support Sam Joshi and his team. And I request everyone, please tell your neighbor, relatives, friends, and everyone to support Sam Joshi on November 2nd. Every single vote is important for us. And make sure, mark down, November 3rd, we want to do it. Victory party here. No, victory party, November 3rd. Great victory party. Okay?
I'll keep it very short, Sam. You are young and energetic, and I have always seen you work hard for the community. The one thing I have always heard about Indian community, which I kind of don't like it, but I'm just sharing it openly, is I have heard that we are not big enough to make someone win, but we are big enough to make someone lose. I request all of you, let's change this with this election and make Sam win. Please do vote November 2nd, Sam Joshi. Thank you.
We have to support our Indian community no matter what. That is our goal. And we are supporting Sam Joshi. And I am definitely, my district is the highest vote, go to the Democrat Party, and this time get more than before. So I'm going to work, my daughter going to work. My daughter is a woman, committee woman, and I'm the man. So we work together and support Sam Joshi and team. Thank you very much.
I believe democracy is good, and I request everyone, please support. He is a Democrat, and please support young guy, and we have to work together to help him as much you can. Go out, two things you need, one is the vote and one is the money. So he is the great boy or man right now I can. He is born in Edison, and he raised in Edison. Everything Edison. His blood is Edison, so he knows every corner in Edison. So in the nighttime, daytime, he always think I will be politician, and I love Edison. So I salute him. Okay, he is running for mayor. That's it.
Sam believes in me, and I appreciate that. The other thing that I see is that Sam believes in Edison. That's something that you don't just see that, you feel that. With his vision, we should believe in Sam. And what I can say is that I believe in Sam and his leadership. Thank you for your support. Let's go get this November 2nd.
Sam is dynamic. Sam has got a vision for the future. He is going to, he has been a leader. He will continue to be a leader. We are happy to be here to support him, do what's right for Edison, bring Edison together. And so thank you all so much for your support. And we're going to go right up to the very end on November 2nd. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Margot. And I also want to introduce to you Nish Patel.
Thank you all for being here. Most of you might not know me, and I do have to say Sam is young. He's younger than me, but I look up to him. The experience he has, the passion he has, and the visions he has built those up over the years that he has worked in Edison. And I'm excited to be part of this team that will help him bring that to fruition.
Thank you, everyone. That being said, I could not be more excited and honored, humbled to be here right now. I want to thank the host committee for organizing this. I'll give you a little bit of story too. Nilesh, to his credit, along with IBA and several other people, said, let's get together. Nilesh called me up and said, we have to put a fundraiser together. And I said, sure. So we go to his office. And HR Shah is there. A lot of people get into the room. And the conversation comes up about how we have to organize a fundraiser. There's no election that can be run for without funds. We absolutely need it. It's incredibly important. And then the conversation, as you may know, being an Indian, the conversation of marriage always comes up. I cannot avoid it. It comes up every single time. And when it comes up, I say, I have a girlfriend, her last name, and then the conversation goes to, what's her last name? I say Shah. And the look of HR Shah's face, he was like, oh my God. That was when we spent about 30 minutes trying to figure out where we can have the fundraiser. And HR said, no, do it at my place. It's possible that the First Lady may end up being a Shah. This is my civic duty, this is my responsibility. He said, I will host the entire event. You have to be here. That's actually the reason why we're here right now. But I want to thank Mr. Mehtani, Nilesh, HR, the entire IBA team, Seema, Dr. Banya, who could not be here, along with the other council running mates, Sam Khan, who has been extremely helpful throughout this entire process, Kunal and Love as well. It's exciting because, yes, it's true, I started off as a very young age, and I was always interested in government and politics. And I always wanted to pursue a career in government because I knew that the profound impact that people can have, that government officials can have on people's lives. And every now and then you come across other elected officials that will help pull youngsters up like me. And that, full credit, was Mayor Tom Lanke. Mayor Tom Lanke, I know a lot of good things have been said, but they can't be understated. The reality is that I am also here today because Mayor Tom Lanke has continued to pull me forward. He has been absolutely a class act, absolutely, 100% of the time, stepping up and helping, even withdrawing in this race and supporting me, endorsing me. Thank you so much. I would not be here had it not been for your continued support, and it means the world to me. That being said, the Indian American community is also in this position. The South Asian community is in this position because of his leadership, because of him always empowering. He never looked at culture. He always looked at the person and the quality and making sure that everyone whoever is good for the job should be there. So thank you again very much. You know, Mayor Tom Lanky and I, while I was on the council, it's true. We did not see eye to eye on some things, if not many things. It's true. But one thing we always had was utmost respect for each other. I always can say that he was always there for me. I've always treated him with respect. You know, even when we disagree, it was, you know, we would argue or we would fight on the phone, hang up, but I still maintain my respect for him. And that's the way that we have to treat each other in government and politics. Our politics have become too divisive on a national level, and we're seeing it trickle down to a lower level. We have the responsibility here in Edison Township, knowing as diverse we are, as diverse as our whole community is, in terms of ethnicity, religion, your economic status. We are one of the most diverse communities in the entire United States of America. We have the ability right here in Edison to uplift that and be the change of momentum and leading our positive government forward. I'm running for mayor right now because I want to make a difference. I'm running for mayor because I want to make a difference in our community. I want to give back to our community. I want to make sure that a town hall is significantly improved in terms of its technological component. I want to modernize every aspect of every department that we have right now. I want to make sure that when someone wakes up, when someone takes their kid to school, they have a sense of pride in this township. I want to make sure that when the way that I grew up, loving our community, loving my friend circle, loving everything about the economic opportunity that was given to my parents and my family, I chose to stay in Edison when I honestly could have gone anywhere else in the United States because I wanted to eventually raise a family, have a family here, raise my kids here, because I want to be able to afford that for other generations as well. I'm only in this position right now because each of you. We have a historical opportunity right now. A lot of people have mentioned it. It's true. I would be the first Indian American to hold the mayor's office here in Edison, New Jersey, which happens to be the highest percentage of Indian Americans in the entire United States of America. That's something that each and every single one of us should be proud of. You know, we can't take this for granted. I want to tell you about a statistic or a number that I was told of this morning. Approximately 10 days ago, 15,000 vote-by-mail ballots were sent out to Edison Township. 15,000 people have the ability to vote right now, or have for the last 10 days. But unfortunately, as of this morning, only 500 people have voted. That number is alarming, because when I go door to door, you know, my morning starts, we're working tirelessly. For mornings, our meetings, our afternoons, all the way until the evening, until sundown, is always just door knocking. And in the evening, it's either a fundraiser or an event. That's our whole day right now. We're not taking any vote for granted. But I need you all to do one thing. If you could take your phones out right now. If you could just pull your cell phones out right now. Please pull your phone out. Yeah, a cell phone. Whether it be a picture of one of the flyers that you have, or if you could take a picture of this right here. What I need you to do is something that everyone else is doing right now, but it's not being done. Our message needs to get out. There's about 100 people in this room right now, right? If every single person right here takes a picture right now, forwards it on WhatsApp with a group of 10 or 20 people, our message will be known to 1,000 to 2,000 people in less than 1 minute. I implore you, please get our message out. Make sure everyone votes. There's nothing more strong than the ability to vote in this country. There's nothing more influential than you can do than vote in your company. You're in this country. Your vote is your voice. That is what we have. Please make sure we go out and vote. And let's be extremely proud. On November 2nd, I know Kunal is throwing a party here on November 3rd, but on November 2nd, let's deliver the message that Edison Township, and especially the South Asian community, united in full force, and we elected with the highest margin ever this column A ticket from the top all the way down. Thank you everyone so much for coming tonight.